Okay. So we're working with Duke, and as you know, Duke has an SI issue. And that SI issue is actually causing him to become very spooky and very explosive. So as soon as he feels any discomfort, Duke actually, we're not eating with that in our mouth, bud. As soon as he feels any discomfort, Duke actually bolts. So we have taken a few precautions because we are working in kind of a public space near a road. So what we're going to do is we've got Duke in a bit this time. He does have the joiner, so no, I'm not yanking on one side of his mouth. I'm not causing him pain, but it gives me a little bit more control of him if he were to try and bolt on me. I've also decided to put him on a full 30-foot lunge line. So that's what we're working on. And again, the idea is as soon as he becomes more comfortable in his body, he's going to become more comfortable in his mind, because he's not going to be afraid that if something bad were to happen, he won't be able to move out of the way, which is essentially what's playing in his mind right now. So we're out here on the road because we've got a lovely ditch and we're going to use it. And all we're going to do, and again, this is an SI rehabilitation thing, as well as just a little bit of a re-mindset for him. We're just going to be doing slaloms along this hill. Now, you can see, based on his pattern of movement there, that he was not comfortable coming down or going up that hill. Good boy. So we're going to slow it down. And again, there we go. This idea of working your horses on varied footing is actually something that will help to increase longevity. It'll help to increase their proprioception. It will help them to pick up their feet. Now, did you get that in your mouth again? Nope. He has a habit of trying to get the bit guards into his mouth. So, come on, Duke. Good boy. Well, he's working really hard to try and get that tongue under the bit, or over the bit, rather. So the issue is we're still trying to find a bit for Duke. He was in a, can't recall. It was double jointed, but it had the flat lozenge in it, which is very harsh. So I tried him in something that was a little bit more gentle, however, seems to be occupying all of his brain. And we'll see how it works when we start actually lunging this. Okay. So me getting my steps in is nice, but that's not what I came here to do. So we're going to actually get him to move off. Nope. Good boy. Nope. There we go. Yes, good boy. So much like working over the poles, over the logs, it's easier for Duke to do things at a trot until it's not. So we're going to be very careful. Don't need him running down the road. But I just want to get him walking. There you go. Good boy. And you can see that this is really taxing for him. So we're not going to do a lot of it. Especially going downhill. So that was his reaction to me double clicking and waving my crop like this. So you can see how this can cause a horse to become very nervous when they can't control their body. We got a car coming. Oh, good boy. Good job. Good boy. So Duke's normally okay with cars, but given the situation that we're in right now, where we've been really working that hind end, I didn't want him to feel too nervous. So we're going to go the other way now. Now he's also started to get opinionated because he's had lots of time off. And so because of that, he's been kind of allowed to do whatever he wants. So the idea of him not being able to graze when and where he wants to is a bit offensive to him. Good boy. Yeah, this downward slope seems to be his biggest concern. Good boy. Good job. And again, we want to let him know when he did good. And we know that this doesn't feel great. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work him on the angle. And this part will be particularly hard. And so he's developing a new tell. This head shake is not something that he used to do. Good boy. I know. When you're dealing with a horse that you're rehabbing or that you're trying to strengthen certain patterns of movement with, you gotta keep an eye out for the tells and listen to them. So this head shaking is new for him. It would be great if he kind of started communicating with us that way, because up until now we've had zero kind of warning when he's decided to blow up on us. So if he could do a little head shake, let us know that he's starting to get uncomfortable, we can either stop or dial down the exercises that we'll be doing with him. So again, hill work is very good for them, but you also have to keep in mind kind of how it makes them feel. And you can see how unsteady he is. And being that unsteady, you can understand why he would get spooked a lot easier. Good boy. So we're going to end this session now. We're just going to do some straight walking up and down our driveway just to kind of let him work out anything that might have been overused before we give him a bit of a bath and put him away.